this morning. You know where I was going with that.
Yeah.
It is chilly in the Northeast this morning, one of our chillier starts this season. This is a look at Monday when the rain settles and likely lingers. And again, it could be a little gusty. You do have that south wind, as you mentioned, Stephen, out ahead. Maybe a little breezy, but that's ultimately what's going to help pump in that warmer weather.
Right.
Winds definitely pick up on the leading edge. There's full zone
spill.
here, or we could have some gusts 30, 40 miles per hour.
Tell me about this.
Yeah, I mean, the system itself, as it at that parent low, as it moves up into Canada, yeah, it'll strengthen some. So we get the gradient wind to increase just a little bit. But that high behind this front has to be cool enough. I mean, it is bringing in a severe weather threat through the plains, and so you'll have some of that air to still go around.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I am Goddess Taya 4444. My name is Tanya.
Yeah.
But it is
I don't control what comes out in these readings.
Maybe we do get some.
So don't get mad at me, okay?
What's back?
The green.
Don't get mad at me.
The green. That goes
But
also flood threat. The winds
I
are
have
slightly different,
Republicans.
So maybe areas that weren't quite so.
Of course, like we already don't know.
Exposed now, but that'll be something.
They're planting spell.
Pay attention to Syracuse, New York. We'll just give you your Saturday through Monday forecast. Temperature change, rain in the forecast, and
Spell work.
we'll get through it, folks.
We are. I mean, even Sunday doesn't look bad though. A 74-degree temperature. That's a nice.
I always felt that though.
Mild for mid to late October.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's Syracuse warehousing in New York City. So
They could have a plant.
Okay.
Oh, I'm seeing burying something.
Phenomenon that can cause prolonged periods of rain, of storms, and flooding.
Lord
and
have
it can
mercy.
happen with a cutoff low. It's a behavior oftentimes we see with these areas of low pressure, like we talked about for the Northeast.
But those that are doing spell work,
slow, unpredictable movement. It can lead to intense and persistent.
their asses will be begging
So the
for
meteorologist Rick
forgiveness.
joining us now to explain what exactly is a
The
cutoff
Republicans,
low.
yeah.
What's the word we like to use? Disruptive.
Disruptive.
Or days.
Marissa, do you have to let it linger?
They're going to be begging for forgiveness. You see it with your own eyes.
You have to. Let's talk about it because a
Begging
cutoff
for
low, you've heard the expression,
forgiveness.
I'm sure. Cutoff low, weatherman's low, or woes rather. I like to say weather person's woes because I want
Telling you the
everybody
truth.
included in that. And the reason being is because it meanders, it wobbles back and forth. It's not attached
Those
to jet stream. Here's an example of a
Republicans
cutoff low
that is
slowly
doing
meandered across the Ohio
spell
River Valley.
work
That's a-
will
that's the jet
be
stream. The jet stream was
begging
well up into the north.
for
So the jet stream acts as a conveyor
forgiveness.
belt, right? And when the storm's not attached to that conveyor belt, it just sits there. It can wobble back and forth.
So
back and
black
forth.
people,
That can actually be a
you know what's going around on the internet that I just heard?
Because those cutoff lows don't move very much. Having said
That
that, where does that set up? Where does it
black
go?
people
What moves
are
it out of here?
boycotting
So let's describe what it is
Thanksgiving,
first of all. So cutoff low, if you will, is
Christmas,
basically
and New Year's.
a little dip
I'm
jet
in.
that cuts itself off. Here's a jet stream. We're looking specifically.
I
at
don't
the
buy.
low
I don't
that I
have
showed
nobody to
you.
buy
Get the jet
gifts
stream
for
and you notice at the
anyway.
bottom it pinches itself
You
off,
know,
almost like a balloon,
but
like a balloon that
I'm
makes
not
you
even
twist
buying
balloons. Well, in
Christmas.
this case, it becomes
Nothing
its own balloon.
things
The jet
for
stream takes off
Christmas.
and this thing is left behind.
I only
It's
get the
steering in a new
necessities,
direction. That
what I
upper
need.
level low sits there. Think about the
But
moisture
I'm
around
in.
that and the rain associated with
And
upper
that
level low.
is going to
Now, in
bring
this situation,
you
let's say we
not
have this.
bring
We're
them
calling
down
for
to their
forecast rain if
knees.
this was
That's
the
going to bring them
situation
down
across
to their
the Ohio
knees
Valley, portions of the southeast.
because they need
Well,
their
if this low
dollar.
decides to wobble
They
100 to
do.
200 miles off to the east, guess where the rain goes? All of the moisture goes to the east. So the areas
Yep.
that we're looking at,
Them
sunshine, are
businesses,
suddenly getting drenched. The
they
areas that
need
were
your
getting
money.
drenched, that were forecast to get drenched, are now getting sunshine. So you can see why it's a bit of a problem with this. And since it's not moving, it's not.
So I'm
attached to
in.
the jet stream. Well, guess what? It'll sit there for a while.
So
What does it need to get out of here? It needs
black
something to
people,
bump it out of here. Let's take a look at this area of low pressure that continues to
let,
spin over the western
let
half
us
of the
do what
lower
we do.
48. At this point, it is on the southern side of that jet,
Safe.
so it is meandering. The forecast, though, however, when we look beyond that, right closer to the 60,
And anybody
puts that
else
upper level
that want
right
to
up
be
out
along with
here,
us.
and it puts the jet stream well up into the north.
Yeah.
That means that that cutoff low would sit there for a while and give us some more rain across the northeast and New England. Do we have something that will bump it out of here? Yes. In
Oh,
fact,
well,
we got
at
another
least
area of low
one
pressure
karmic
dip in the
male
jet
has
that will
manned
help
up and taken
bump
their
that area of low
punishment.
pressure out of here. So what you will have is something that comes
Yeah.
in and just go boom, You're out of here, buddy.
At least
This
one.
little dip and this air low
At
pressure
least
was
one
in the
did.
forecast there, Marissa. We'd be sitting with that upper level low lingering over the Northeast for days and days of rain.
Love that word. It is very pesky. It is very pesky, and it is difficult and challenging to forecast. But once you can get it out of the way, generally you have something really nice behind it.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing in the Northeast right now is high pressure kind of hanging on to things. We don't mind when high pressure lingers,
It's
right?
happy weather. High means happy weather.
High means happy,
Right.
and
Well, high pressure.
Wow, someone powerful depending on
you're
you.
right. You're right. I'm about to get myself in trouble again. I think.
No, don't.
Damn, why did I say that about me?
And I know it's going to be coming up quite a
This
bit.
is a divine couple.
All right, well, from cutoff lows to tropical lows, no two lows are.
I don't know why I said this about me, but there's a divine couple
tropical systems. And speaking
that
of, let's
is
look at all the names
powerful,
this year from the
that is
United States.
depending on
4 of those names
you,
strengthened into hurricanes. The majority of those
but
becoming major.
I had
hurricanes,
said
which is
me.
category 3
That's
or
what I
greater.
said to
Could more
myself.
names be used?
I don't know.
That's the question we're tackling today. It's possible. The National Hurricane Center hasn't
I don't
highlighted anything
know.
specific in the
But
Atlantic Basin.
there's a
But forecast
divine
models,
couple
they've been hinting on
that
some
is
slow
very
development over the next
powerful,
several
that
days. You
is
see it by our tropical
depending.
threat probability graphic.
Oh,
But even still, if you were to
why
look
did
on the
I
National
put
Hurricane Center website, you would see
why
that
did I
the
put
USGS has not
defending?
highlighted this wave. They've not tagged this wave.
Okay.
See that date? That's the
This
26th.
divine
So I don't
couple
know exactly
that
what
is
date
very
it is, but
powerful
it's
is
10 days away.
defending you.
11, well,
No, you're right. I thought today was
No.
15th. You're right.
if you count
So
today, though, it's
So
11.
Right.
You count
somebody's
today, today's not over.
defending me.
Just beginning for us.
Yeah.
You got 11. We got 11 days
So
to
that's-
go.
Okay.
So it's not even this
Thank you.
approaching Sunday. It's next Sunday, and to have the development show like it's showing right now, it's the confidence is not high.
It's not
you know?
high, yeah, and I think noting the confidence when you look at the tropical threat probability. If nothing else, we notice the trend in steering, the trend in where it would likely develop, and noting that it has a higher chance in the Western Caribbean for more hospitable conditions to be able to
The
organize.
spell
You
work
can
has
get a lot of
been
images in
reversed.
direction and overall,
The
areas
spell
of the
work
basin.
that they are
Yes.
doing
Yeah, that's the one nice thing
has
we have with
been
tropical probability.
reversed
But the I didn't
back
fully explain myself.
to the
This
public.
is 11 days from
Republican.
now. The tropical weather outlooks that the National Hurricane
Yep.
Center puts out only through
So
7
they
days.
will
So you're
fall
in this
into
window
their
of
own
possible development
shoes.
that the National Hurricane Center is not yet. Yeah.
They will fall into their own hole that they dug for
Like over the past
themselves.
2 years.
I
Yeah.
was gonna guess 2 years, yeah.
Was it? I don't think it was new this year, but it was the year
Okay.
before.
Now to be able, and think about it, to be able to put these outlooks 7 days in advance of a potentially organizing system,
Remarkable.
it's remarkable.
It
So
really
yeah, so we still have some time to go with this.
And we have very low confidence in the ultimate track. I mean, this
Mm.
thing could move into the Caribbean, right? And if it does, to your point, there's still a zone where it's a bit more favorable in the Western Caribbean. I will say from
Their
that tropical
chances
probability
ran
graph,
out.
so I need a bit more.
They
of a
didn't
signal.
have
I mean, we've
chance
been
after
sitting in that
chance
blue. I mean, I love the color
after
blue, but-
chance.
Shades of blue.
Yeah, shades of
50
blue.
shades
But
of
this
blue
is
right here.
this has ran out.
But
And you know what?
zone
You
hasn't
know how
really
they
shown
feel?
anything that's been promising.
Right.
However, there have been a host of various ensemble members that have
They
shown
said this is
something getting,
bullshit.
placed in the Caribbean with this wave by early next week.
That
15%
the,
of the activity remaining, so we still have a ways to go. I
Magic
mean, it's
spell
almost-
work
it's
has
almost over.
reversed.
But here's the model low position.
They say it's
where various
bullshit.
ensemble members,
You know how they
the
get
Google
mad.
AI,
Man,
the
this is
European AI.
bullshit.
More clustered today.
More clustered.
Yeah,
but
that's
this
how they
doesn't
are.
speak to strength.
No,
That's
okay.
what they do.
This
Yeah.
speaks to where we might have a tropical depression,
Yeah.
an organized
Okay.
closed low.
And and the thing to note, if
Oh.
Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, if you have interest in vacations further down into the Northern Caribbean islands,
Oh well.
even if it's not organized, you still get this tropical wave that's going to bring some enhanced moisture. That would be something of note. But until it organizes, it's
You
really
were
not a severe threat.
forewarned
No, it's not.
in
And
a
don't think that the
past
industry is sleeping
life,
because in conjunction with the
but
Climate
you
Correction Center, they
thought-
published this graphic, which shows the likelihood of us getting something in the Caribbean, and it's
Your
it's
person
the
was
highest that
crazy.
we have seen it. all season. We've not
Okay.
seen a single storm in the
Now,
Caribbean. So take that for what it's
Republicans.
worth. But beyond that, this is the first look I'm getting of this one. The
Don't pay
percentage
attention
stays
to
away.
some of the
And
words
there's
on
a
here.
chance that we could see some
Our
rain,
channel at the same time.
but aside from
But
that, there's not a
Republicans
specific thing.
were
I do wanna show
forewarned
this, though, a sight for sore eyes.
in the
We haven't
past
seen
life.
this in a while, where it's no threat.
But in
No
this
zone
life,
is being watched right now.
yeah,
Expected over the next 7 days in the Atlantic Basin.
Yeah.
they
We like
thought that,
Well, here back on land, in the continental U.S. at least, we'll
The
read about
chosen
threats that are
was
traversing
crazy.
across the country, right? This one
Mhm.
storm system, this energy, really that's moving from west to
they
east,
thought
essentially ejecting
that
out
their
the Rockies,
same
but
old
already pushing
bullshit
down to the northern
was
Rockies.
going to work.
That's for today. We have a risk for severe weather for portions of the central plains
Yeah.
today. And then we get into the weekend, and Fayetteville, Arkansas,
They
one
thought
of
that
the
same
cities
old
where we
bullshit
could
was
have
going to
very
work.
intense storms through Saturday, potentially Friday. So we'll talk about that threat. We've got millions included in that. Also, cotton candy skies. Can we agree on that?
They mad. They want you. They want the chosen to give up on their life.
Potentially some complications.
Motherfucker,
when
you
it comes
crazy.
to travel. You have the airports.
So I
already
said
dealing
it for
with
the chosen.
fallout from the government
You know,
shutdown,
motherfucker,
and then
you
weather.
crazy.
That always.
We ain't giving up
Situation
shit
messier, so we've got a breakdown of travel when weather.
on a motherfucking thing.
My doctors, I love them. My doctor was good to point out the things that I needed to work on. Eating healthier, more walking.
They're
My
taking
stuff,
somebody's
mine came back
pictures
good. It was nice and encouraging to where I
to
felt
do
like
the
she
spell
cares
work
about me.
on.
She wants the best for me.
Somebody in their cabinet.
Urgent care, they take care of fractures and respiratory problems. Those physicians have the ability to review your chart, so you don't have to run down
It's a
your entire
picture
medical
that they
history.
took
Personalized
together.
care, and it's convenient.
You know, all the pictures that the public, that the press take and everything. They got them pictures.
Best seat in the house.
That's the pictures that they're using.
See why it's been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy 4 years in a row. Drive the reimagined Nissan Kicks today.
And the spell work
$1,500 total bonus cash on the 2025
is no
Nissan
longer
Kicks,
serving
starting
them.
at just $21,830.
They're not getting anything.
Elementary school has been part of our
The
existence
spell work is
really
not
since the
working.
beginning.
When they become ninth graders, that's really where they get to dig into that rigorous learning, those authentic work experiences.
They crying,
and those
y'all.
friendships.
I would say our
They
students,
crying.
one of their most exciting parts of their day are
Oh,
their
if they
scientific
not
classes
now, they
because
will
they're
be crying.
extremely hands-on and set up almost as though it's the workplace. It is real-life problem solving and involvement.
Behind those warm and cozy nights at home, thousands of employees at BP go to
Because
work
they
every
supposed
day.
to be
People
nurturing
producing
the
more U.S.
world,
natural gas. People building
They're
grid-scale
just
solar capacity.
bringing the world
People
down.
turning landfill waste gas into pipeline quality renewable natural gas. And people delivering
Yeah.
all of that power where it's needed.
They supposed to be
They're part of almost
nurturing,
300,000 jobs we support across the country.
but they're
Just a few
not.
of the ways BP
Give me
is
more
investing in
information.
America.
Okay, tell me about this Holy Spirit. Okay. So, this divine couple, maybe this divine couple.
Today, business happens virtually everywhere. That's why you need Supermobile from T-Mobile. The best plan on the best network. A first-of-its-kind plan that lets you run your business from your phone, like never before. In moments of high demand, T-Mobile's network adapts to put your business connection first. All backed by America's largest satellite network. Supermobile, the best business plan on the best network. You won't believe where I am.
Okay.
We're back here on Weather Command. It's about
There
the hour,
is an
and it's Friday Eve.
empress Okay, I'm
Yes,
finished
Chile
talking
started the
about
Chile started in the Northeast.
the
I needed
Republicans.
that flannel.
You needed the flannel. I needed and will eventually invest in a heated toilet seat.
Finished
I spent
talking
10
about
minutes
the
venting about a
Republicans.
cold toilet seat this morning.
You did. It
That
was
person
actually
is
one of
so
the best
cool.
conversations I've had
This
all morning.
Republican
As you know, my dad is a plumber, and he's been a
or
plumber for 4 decades, 5
Republicans.
decades. And I need to have a conversation with him about his feelings on heated toilet seats. I guarantee you he hates them.
Just don't put the cushion seat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
Are we mixed on this?
Okay, tell me about this. Give me some more
Do you prefer a
information
wood
on
seat,
this.
porcelain, or do you want it to squish down when you sit on it with the
Make it a weather angle. Well, there it is. It was cold this morning.
Yeah, we're always asked for Florida.
Okay.
Well, it's cold outside.
Empress.
And I don't have my heat on.
You know how lucky we are to have indoor plumbing, though.
Dude, AI can't fix your toilet.
Someone.
That is true.
Join me for
Let
a
me get some more
conversation
cards
on how to fix your
for
jobs in the future. Okay.
Right.
We got
really go into
so
it.
let's talk about
Okay.
what we're in for, right? All that energy ejecting out of the Pacific, there's some influences.
Give me
dying
some
down
more
from the north
information
out of
on this.
Canada. And we have still an eventful week ahead when it comes to weather. It is a multifaceted storm system. It's bringing snow. It's going to bring rain.
Okay,
it's got
this
wind,
has not
and it's also gonna
happened
trigger
yet.
some severe weather. And all of that weather could add to existing travel headaches, especially for our travelers
For this
that are trying
Empress.
to get out to some of these airports. FlightAware, in fact, talking about some flight delays
Wow.
and cancellations that are already trending up. And remember, it's not necessarily
Empress.
all weather. We also have a government shutdown. And with no immediate end in sight with that, and given the weather potential of issues, well, you might have some delays.
Okay.
When we get into the nitty gritty of the forecast,
There
we'll talk a little bit more about the
is
severe weather, because
an
that'll be one of the bigger
Empress.
events that we watch on Saturday. But in terms of the overall setup, this is the cross-country storm, right? So you have it moving through the Rockies.
Your karmic is
Eventually, we'll see
scheming.
it push further into the lower
Your karmic
Mississippi
is
Valley, the
scheming.
Great Lakes,
Your
the
karmic
Midwest.
trying to
We'll see
trick
some
you.
severe weather. That's what's indicated here for Saturday. And then eventually to the eastern seaboard into the northeast with the secondary low Sunday into Monday. But more than 100
You
million
are
people that
in
will be
an
impacted. Feel this
unhealthy
in some way.
relationship.
40 states overall. Let's take it to this. Isn't that beautiful? This is
Environment.
one of my favorite parks in all of America.
Unhealthy
Rocky Mountain National Park in
environment.
Colorado. 39
Unhealthy
degrees, look at that fresh
relationship.
snow. This is that
You may
system,
be
the
being
same one that brought
threatened.
snow into the Sierra. Now, portions of the Sierra Mountain, as you know, Stephen, received a foot of snow, like Mammoth Mountain.
You
But this is still beautiful to look at.
you are
Gorgeous.
getting signs
And,
in
that
your
snow's gonna be moving
dreams.
away, but,
So it's nightmares. You're getting signs. You're having nightmares.
Yeah, in Colorado, yeah. I couldn't recommend this park
And you're
more.
getting signs
Again, government
in
shutdown.
your
I don't know how that's working with these
dream. I'm
national
gonna tell you in a
parks,
minute.
But it is a really fun spot to go. You just have to watch, conditions, obviously, as weather deteriorates into winter. So, this is the placement now. That's why I showed you Rocky Mountain
What
National
your
Park.
person is
Northern Rockies
doing.
could see a little bit more snow falling. And then eventually, look at that digging trough. That is a very deep trough. That is going to also help aid in some of the severe weather development this weekend.
Yeah, it's a primed environment for severe weather, and don't be caught off guard because we've got some zones from St. Louis.
There's a
down to
new
Little Rock,
opportunity
Texarkana,
coming
that
to
we
you,
could see
divine
some
feminine.
fast-moving storms.
Empress.
Those storms will be aided.
If
in
there
by
is a
the
new
upper winds
opportunity
that we're
coming
dealing
to
with.
you.
So that they probably will be moving at a decent
Take
clip.
that
We
leap
have a
of
flooding
faith.
concern too, but then the system, it continues to march off to the east, where then it will hang out in the northeast for a minute. Might deal with some rain. I was even looking at Boston's forecast, right?
It depends
Fantastic
on
looking.
how God
Monday
works.
into Tuesday looks like even Tuesday. That's kind of the point.
In your
Tuesday,
life.
you can still deal with
Be
some rain.
dealing with it. And one of the problems too for Boston, you guys held on to that nor'easter a little bit longer, or I guess the nor'easter held on to you a little bit longer before it ejected. Boston, the airport, what's tricky with that airport, Boston Logan, is there were a lot of delays out of there, but it's not just because of the weather and perhaps the government shutdown. You also have a runway that's under construction, so that also has been making things a lot more, problematic and frustrating.
Right.
So speaking of airport problems or lack of problems, I don't know. This is for tomorrow. This is for Saturday. I don't know. That yellow could be red at some point.
You are a genuine person.
You know, when they
Of
come
course,
to
you're
storms,
divine
there's a
feminine.
brief disruption,
Yeah.
and then things get back
An
to
Empress.
it's
Yeah.
pretty quick. It's a quick hit. So from a timing perspective, yeah, it's not the best.
Also,
day on Saturday
you
to fly
could
if
be-
you were from Illinois down to
you may
extreme
not
northeast
be a
Texas. I think a place like
divine
even Dallas
feminine,
would be fine. that's so valid.
You could be a mother.
The rain's going to overspread.
You could be expecting a baby. Okay, that's what it is.
I'm just thankful.
That's what
it's
it
just such a headache,
is.
and then you get that. It's just you have to deal with it. Then you're on hold, or you're getting on your
You're-
computer, changing your flight.
You could be married.
We always say, just
Could
give
be
to God.
having
You hope
a.
Yeah, because if you can get,
You
can
are
get to
getting.
the airport
You
and
will
can
get a
through
divorce
security, you want it to just be smooth,
Right.
but it almost
because
never
your
is. When
person.
you have some weather to boot, it adds to.
While you being the
about
genuine
planes,
person
let's head
that
there.
you are,
Let's elaborate
like
a
I
bit on
said,
what's
you've
going
been
to happen
getting,
and
you've
play
been
out
having
through the planes this
nightmares.
weekend. A fall chill is
Your
going to
person has
arrive,
been
as will a
threatening
severe weather
you.
threat.
You
By
are
tomorrow
in
night,
an
we're going to have
unhealthy
moisture-rich air
situation.
surge in from the south. And all
Your
these cities
person
that we're
has
looking at this
been
morning will be
scheming.
dealing with them.
Your
So
your
we've got
husband
Fayetteville,
has
Arkansas.
been
That's
scheming.
Texarkana. Then we have Joplin. And is that Boston? That's Boston. All right. So Boston's going to get
Okay,
Blue
so
skies.
maybe
the
you
blue skies in
are.
Boston.
Wow.
Yeah. So we'll
Divine.
watch and pay attention to. Boston's the only area that's not going to deal with the severe weather threat.
Yes,
And,
there is
Boston's
interference
also not in the
in
plains.
your
It's in the northeast
destiny.
of New England. But here's the Friday and Saturday zones that we need to pay attention to and how things are going to shake out. No doubt
Somebody
Saturday looks
interfering
a
in
bit
your
more inclement
destiny.
than Friday does. But
So
tomorrow,
maybe-
the storms will fire, and maybe that'll be a good precursor
This
to
person
what
is
this trough,
cold.
what this
This
low
is a
pressure
cold ass
will be able to
motherfucker.
do in the plains before it reaches
Like I
its
said,
maximum potential. And that's
you're
happening
getting
on
signs
Saturday.
in your
So there's the trough
dreams.
that Marissa was talking about. It's got plenty of mid to upper level support. The winds are going to increase. This is really a classic look when you have something so significant. It's when we draw on the jet stream. This is what we're showing you. And depending on
You're getting
where
signs
we
in
have
your
this
dreams.
trough oriented, ideally for severe weather, you need that upper level support because that helps ventilate the storms that will grow at the surface. And it looks like we are going to have that. There's not
Yeah,
going to be a
you're
problem
talking with
getting
the
these storms
divine. You
to
sure
ventilate.
are.
But it's not
Your
just the upper level
person
dynamics that we need.
It's
You also
doing
need the
baby
moisture
love
at the
spells
surface,
on
and it
you
does
for
look
you
like
to
we
get
have it.
pregnant.
Could it be better? Yes.
Or
And maybe
they
that's going to
have,
be a bit
and
of a
that's why
ceiling
you
that we
have the
Hey,
baby
67
or
degree dew point in
babies
mid to late
that you
October
have
is impressive. 69 in
by
low 70s.
this person.
Yes, but in Texarkana
Your
and in
husband.
Lufkin, you're more so in Lufkin than Texarkana. You are getting away from
But
that
there
idea of
is
force.
new
Full Fred's still
beginnings
going to
for
carry
you.
carry
Like
some
I said,
drier,
you will be
cooler
getting
air
a
behind it,
divorce.
and so Texarkana will be in that threat. But yeah, you kind of get the drift. It's moist
Anything
enough
else
to
I need
produce
to
some
tell
storms.
my
The winds,
collective,
if the storms can grow from the
somebody
surface,
in
and
my
even in the
collective,
mid-levels, the
okay,
winds
I
are really going
think
to support these storms.
the
Saturday does appear
Empress,
to be the more threatening day
this
of all of
is,
these come together. It's not looking like a severe weather outbreak by any means, but there is
I'm
potential that
closing that
these
out
storms
now.
not
I'm
only
going to
produce
get
damaging
another
winds
one.
of severe wind gusts around 60 miles per
Okay,
hour or
what's the
stronger,
next
but
one?
also be able to produce a
Spirit.
tornado. And you also have to look at
What's the
how these
next
storms
one?
develop. Are they more of these discrete
Is there
thunderstorms, or are
anything in
they
this
more so
deck
in a line?
for the
Both can
next
produce tornadoes,
one that
but the
needs,
discrete cells have ability
next
to produce
person that
longer
needs to
lived
hear
and slightly
something?
stronger. So we'll see.
Yeah, Mississippi River too. It's
Okay,
St.
in
Louis,
my
goes to
somebody
Memphis.
in my
That's kind
collective,
of just to the west of the Mississippi is where
someone
that
is
threat's going to be
begging
greatest.
you.
And it's all about timing when we could see some of these storms develop. And it does look
What
like
are
it could be
they
an afternoon,
begging this
maybe
person
mid-morning,
for?
afternoon event. We could
What
have some
are they
overnight
begging
storms
my
too that are pretty
collective
dangerous.
for?
But it's all going to be ahead of this cold front. It's prefrontal from a storm perspective. So we get the storms to roll through, and then shortly after we will feel the change in the weather. I don't think it's going to be something where you get the front to you get the storms, and then it's suddenly this new air mass.
Mhm.
That front's lingering. just a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and you've got that cooler air more so in the mid levels of the
So,
atmosphere that's going to have to work.
there's a
But
karmic.
it will feel like fall eventually by Saturday evening.
Okay, wait a
Sunday's
minute.
going
Let
to be a
me
much different feel
rephrase
through the
this.
plains than, well, heck,
But today,
all month. Yeah, of October. It's been
There
very, very mild.
is
So
a
there is a change.
chosen one.
most of the temperatures are 10, 15 degrees above average, which
Yes.
puts you in cool, slightly warm territory.
That
to just,
is
I'd argue some of those are hot temperatures
Yeah.
when you factor in the
Low to
humidity.
mid 80s,
Yeah.
85 in St. Louis. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
That's warm.
very
getting
warm.
psychic protect
Okay,
you.
so that's
You're
a look
being
at the
psychic,
cross-country storm. But before we head to break, we do want to show you some of this remarkable video, a remarkable
protected.
rescue, in fact, out of Arizona. It was a man and a child that were, in fact, rescued from the roof of a
Someone
car.
you known in the
Almost
past life is
completely
coming back
submerged
to
in
you.
that water there. You could see how quickly the water was moving, and they were
And
right on top of it.
their
This happened
karmic
just south of
knows
Phoenix in
you.
Arizona. According to police, the man drove around barricades.
They knew
before
you in the
getting stuck
past
in
life.
that
They
water
knew
there.
both
There's
of
another
y'all
shot
in
of
the
it.
past life.
Thankfully, the man and the child, I'm not sure if it's a
They
father,
know
child relationship, I don't
that
know what it is. All I know is that they're okay. And it was probably pretty scary for a moment
they've
there.
been
Arizona has been latched with just
searching
an onslaught
for
of rain.
you.
Coming up
They've
at 10
been
o'clock.
having this.
We're going to be speaking with
They
one of the rescuers
they
who carried
have
out this
been
mission.
having their eye on you, watching you, seeing what you're going to do. You have an inheritance. You have someone left your house.
Lisa was relieved to learn that Kaiser Permanente combines urgent care, imaging, surgery, and more in one.
And I'm feeling like your
Lisa delivered the
karmic
seamless care needed to treat her
is begging
and get her
you
back home the same day.
for the house, maybe begging for you to move in. To move. Let them move in it.
Can help you do both. Learn more at
And it's causing you sleepless nights.
Toyota reliability for all your adventures.
You have a soul contract.
Built to perform. Born to thrill.
So, you have a
Toyota
soul
RAV4.
contract.
Discovering more. Buy
So
yours
your
now and
soulmate
save
or
with
twin
low
flame is
4.75%
coming in.
APR
I don't know
financing.
which one yet. But it could be
Let's go
for
places.
both soulmate and twin flame that someone is begging you
everything, but we don't know where to start.
Find it with
to
realtor.com. With Real Commute, it's easy to find a
move
home closer to what's ever
into
close
the
to your
house
heart.
that you inherited.
Realtor.com.
Hello, America. I'm hosting my first ever game show on purpose.
Okay, this may be a guy, and you're very intuitive.
No phones, no TVs, no clue.
Yeah, you're very intuitive. Your person,
Money, maybe.
All I keep imagining is like the world just being burned down.
What do you guys think?
I'm going to say your soulmate.
What Did I Miss? A Fox Nation game show. Streaming now. Only on Fox Nation.
These eyes.
These eyes?
These eyes make a statement.
Okay, your karmic
These
that
eyes
is
I got from my mom, which I got from my mom.
begging you,
Which I got from my mom.
always begging you,
Help me make this.
Nail this?
they need to take a seat.
These eyes are important to me.
Because they're the only ones I've got.
They need to take a seat.
Those eyes do their best.
With a quality eye exam and 2 pairs of glasses at one great price.
An eye exam plus 2 pairs of glasses for $89.95.
I don't think they're going to get what they want.
Yosemite National Park. 1,200 square miles of soaring cliffs, cascading falls, and endless groves of sequoias. They didn't set out to change America, but that's what ended up happening.
Still sleeping on just a mattress? It's time.
This person is doing beauty spells on you. Or they may do beauty spells on your person. Y'all need to protect yourselves.
Tracks your sleep stages and health metrics to dynamically change temperature. No more waking up sweaty or freezing in the middle of the night. Just better sleep, clinically proven. It's the easiest upgrade you'll ever make, and the smartest. Add the pod to your bed at 8sleep.com.
It is NFL Week 7, and this week's midseason games are coming as our coast-to-coast storm treks across the continental U.S. We have Fox Weather meteorologist Bain Frony joining us now with the Rowie.
Hey there, Marissa. Yeah, the party just getting started. We have a lot going on over the next couple of days. Today, though, probably the best for football weather. We have the Bengals versus the Steelers later on tonight at 8:15 in Cincinnati. Now, the good news is this Rowie going to be on the lower end, okay? We don't have a whole lot of rain, not a whole lot of wind impact, and the temperatures are just fine. So we're going with a low rowie for this game later on tonight. Going to be in the low 50s, perfect for that football weather. Now let's move on to some of those college games. We have this coming up on Saturday, USC Trojans versus Notre Dame. This is going to be a little bit of an iffier one because we do have quite a bit of rain impact heading our way into Indiana. This is going to be that wind impact as well, some gusty winds impacting those athletes. So those long-range passes going to be a little bit tricky for a lot of them. So we are going to be going with a higher-end rowie for this one on average. I mean, you can see we do have the potential to see a little bit of thunder, lightning at the beginning of this game, maybe even dealing with a couple of those delays. But the second half of the game looks to be a lot better, just going to be on the wetter side of things. Now, moving on to my Michigan State Spartans versus Indiana Hoosiers. This is going to be, again, Saturday in the afternoon around 3:30. But, again, going to be a little
Someone
bit of an
in
issue
my
when it comes
collective
to that
is
because
being
we have a lot of rain. Once
tested
again, this is going to be that system we've been watching for, moving across the country. Lots of rain
spiritually.
there. And also that wind is going to be impactful. So some gusty winds also
Meanwhile,
an issue as we are going to be playing out that game.
you're
Temperatures on the medium side of things when it comes to
increasing.
that temperature risk and impact for us. So we are going to be going with the
Your,
higher end
your
risk of
wisdom
weather
is
impact
increasing.
for this game.
You're
And you
growing,
can see
in other
the second half of
words.
the game probably going to be a little bit more of an issue. We have thunder and lightning
This
chances,
person
so
that is
potentially
begging
seeing
you,
some delays for that second half. Now moving on here,
begging
Texas Longhorns
you,
versus the Kentucky Wildcats. BBN. We
this
have
person has
precipitation chances rolling on in. This is going to be a 7 o'clock game. So this will
is
mostly be
telling
into the
lies on
late
you
afternoon, early evening hours.
because
We
you
see a lot
won't
of
give
that
them
rain
what they
coming on in.
want.
Wind impact is on
Evidently,
the
they want to move
low-ish
in with
end, still something
you.
we got to watch out for. So we are going to be giving this a low weather impact, but still have to watch out for that
And I
slippery field
advise
with
you
all of
not
that
to
rain.
let them.
Low to mid 70s as we move throughout the evening hours here as well. Now jumping into one more game here, LA Rams versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is going to be on our Sunday over into London, England.
Wow.
Still a lot of rain impact there.
So
Wind
this
gusts can be
might
pretty
be an
tricky
X.
as well for those athletes. Temperature not going to be too much of an issue.
Wife
So on average, we're going with a 5.2 for a risk of weather
or
impact for this game.
husband.
Just a lot of rain going on the other side of the pond. Moving on to the Miami
This
Dolphins,
person
Cleveland
is
Browns over into
bipolar.
Cleveland, Ohio against Sunday, 1 o'clock game for us there. Rain chances really ramping up.
Yep,
We
your
once
ex
again
is
have an issue with that
bipolar.
front that's moving through the entire
Oh,
country, bringing in all
so
of
they,
that gross rain.
yeah,
The winds are going to be on the
they
gusty
want
side
back
of
in
things
your
too.
life.
Temperatures, not so much of an impact for our players, but we are still going to go with a high rowie just because of our rain and wind impact for our players and our athletes. So that's going to be on the higher end throughout the entire game. Again, mostly going to be that wind. So those long range passes, probably not going to be the best idea for our athletes out there over into Ohio. So we're watching for that front. It's going to be impacting a lot of games over the next couple of days throughout the
Mental
weekend. But you know
abuse.
what? That can't stop the party. The party's just
This,
getting started.
your person
So you're
is
going to stick
mentally
around for more
abusing you
football,
because
food,
they're
and
mentally
forecast coming up
abused.
with our Fox Weather tailgate
That's all they
all day
know.
right here on Fox Weather. And we've got your full Fox NFL
This
lineup.
person might
Coverage
like
starts
to
with the
eat a
Eagles
lot
versus
of
the
candy.
Vikings. The team's facing off at US Bank Stadium at 1 o'clock on
This
Sunday.
person might
We
like
also
to
got
eat
Panthers
a
versus the
lot
Jets
of
and Saints
candy.
versus the Bears. And our Week 7 Fox is America's Game of the Week. Commanders at Cowboys, a big NFC East rivalry, returns to Fox for a key mid-season divisional clash. You don't want to miss it. Marissa.
All right, and let's go ahead and take it into the West now, where the Sierra Nevada is getting slammed with, did get slammed with some, wintry weather, so to speak. We have some photos out of Mammoth Lakes. It's a popular California ski destination. Already starting to talk about when they're going to be open up for the ski season, but it already looks like a winter postcard. We were able to get these
the more
these
spell
videos
work that a
from Mammoth
karmic
Mountain.
does,
They sent it in. We're really excited
their
to talk to
energy
them
is
about
being
the upcoming
depleted.
ski season. I don't know, maybe next week, I don't know. Regardless, people are excited about it, and it's beautiful. I think we can all agree on that. This is that system that it started to impact California.
Okay, what
Sunday,
else do
Monday,
I
and
need
coming
to
out of Monday
know
to Tuesday.
about
So
this
Mammoth
high
Mountain did pick up
priestess
a foot of snow
that has
by
a
6 a.m.
soul
the first significant
contract
snow of the season. Mammoth Lakes typically sees its
that
first
is
snow
being
around
psychically
October 20th.
protected,
So it's a little ahead of
psychically
schedule.
A little ahead of
protected.
schedule.
On average, yeah.
You know what
Big
you're doing. You
question
know
on
how
if it
to
will stick
protect
around. And
yourself.
I'm curious if this does kick off the
what?
the building of the
Wow.
base, right?
Wow. Wow.
I think we've heard from several resorts that the snow guns and the snow machines are being turned on. So
You maybe
obviously,
change
you
your
can't
place
just
of residence.
entirely
I
rely
don't know
on
if
Mother
you're
Nature all
going
the
to
time,
move in
but
this
when
house
it's,
that
when
you
it's something this early in
inherited.
the season,
I
I think
don't know if
it's
you're
nice.
already
Yeah, I mean,
in this
that's
house
when
and you're
that
going
happens.
to
I
move.
know we spoke to someone
Whatever
with
that
Alpha Towers.
resonates
They
with
said they were
you, that's
planning on
what it
opening
is.
right before Thanksgiving.
All right.
So towards the end of November.
Okay.
But they'll be
So,
generating their own snow. But they do average
that's
200
it
inches of snow
for
in any given season. So
this
this
high
is just a
priestess.
little drop in this big old bucket.
Perfect. Our producer Val just said November 14th.
November 14th, thanks,
Yeah.
Val. Also before we see it at Palisades Tahoe. And I think my favorite thing about October snow is you get the leaves that are golden yellow, and you get the snow.
It really is an opportunity for Mother Nature to show off, and that's what's been so cool to see with this.
I gotta
we call it
decide
early
which
season
one
snow, no
I
doubt
want
about it,
to
but
use.
obviously it can happen. It wasn't
Okay,
the
Holy
earliest, but
Spirit.
let's
All
get
right.
this season going. Now,
Let me
that
see.
first storm is just one of a series of storms that we're going to be watching as we work through the weekend and into next week. We're heading just a little north of Mammoth Mountain. You can think of it as we show you water vapor, a remarkable imagery too of the system in the Gulf of Alaska. This is mid-levels of the atmosphere, so we're talking a couple of miles upstairs, and you see that moisture, a pretty decent fetch of it moving down through Canada. Eventually, and it will, arrive in Washington, but that spin has just always been so mesmerizing to watch, and the dynamics
Alrighty.
certainly in the higher latitudes. And
Now,
I said,
someone in my
think of it as a conveyor
collective,
belt, right?
you
Because we
need
got
to
one
know
after another. So
God
this is a
has
pattern
you
that could be
protected.
pretty beneficial from a rain perspective, maybe even snow.
God
but
has you
mostly rain
protected.
for the Pacific Northwest. And with
Your
these unsettled
enemies
conditions that we're going to continue to deal with, we might
are
be
waking
dealing
up
with
in the
round after
cold
round after
sweat
round. So what's it look like? Well, we have to advance tomorrow night.
because
So
they're not
today,
learning their lessons.
not even tomorrow afternoon. We will finally watch that
They're
moisture
having
in this associated
nightmares.
area of low pressure begin to affect the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, it's interesting because if you look ahead through the weekend and into late next week, several rounds of some precipitation, and depending on what what level you are at, from sea level to up in the mountains, it could vary. And the thing that's interesting too with these atmospheric rivers is sometimes it can bring that rain to the higher elevations.
Mhm.
Sometimes we do see a drop in the snow level, which we'll see coming up this weekend. But when you look at that for Saturday, you're looking at rain through the Olympic Mountains, and also into the Cascades.
Yeah, you got that narrow
Okay.
fetch of moisture that's going to be
This
intense.
is the last
looking at the state
reading
of
that I'm
Washington,
going
you've
to
got
do
some
for
taller
a little
peaks.
bit.
Northern Washington, close to the Canadian border. Maybe some snow on the very top of those peaks, but it does look like it's primarily going to be rain. Then we have another system that could be moving in Sunday afternoon. But you see how it just remains unsettled, and depending on the winds and the orientation, the air might be slightly cooler for the northern Cascades,
this
so that could
person
lead to some additional snow. But overall, it does look like it's going to be maybe
has
rain event in Seattle,
inherited some land,
so you can clearly see what the Cascades do.
and your
Drop all
enemy
that moisture from the atmosphere, and so then you get much less rain. Yeah, and that would be the
trying to
windward
take
side,
it.
right? This is the windward side of the Cascades.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of it, there is a little bit of
Trying
a
not
concern,
to give it
especially
to
as we get into next week, just because we get these repeat rounds of moisture and rain falling. Snow is the best kind this time of year because it's a better savings.
But your
account when it
inheritance
comes to,
is safe.
precipitation, but we'll be watching for that.
You love the snow, but you hate a cold toilet seat.
God got his hand on your inheritance.
Who likes a cold toilet
A
seat?
beautiful contradiction.
Aw, thank you.
When your employees are at their best,
Somebody
that's
that
why Kaiser Permanente
is
health plans help you make wellness part of your corporate culture through preventive care and convenient access to top medical professionals. Learn more at kp.org/bleed boldly. The key to a healthy company is healthy employees. So Kaiser Permanente created flexible, budget-friendly health plans to keep your people their healthiest.
damn.
We focus on preventive care that can reduce the sick days that disrupt your business, so you can keep things running smoothly.
Your enemies
Find out how we can help you manage your health care costs.
got
while
a
providing
case
great options
against
for
you
your
and
people
you don't
count
even
on
know
every day.
about it.
Visit kp.org/bleed boldly.
normal to sweat this much? This is awful. Some meat sweats. Quit looking at me, Susan. I don't know the last time I did something plant. It's not that I don't like vegetables. Doctor, I said stop. I can't pay for a nutritionist. Why is this always such a whole big thing?
With nutrition counseling included, staying on top of your health doesn't have to be a whole big thing. Kaiser Permanente, healthcare that just works.
Oh. Oh. The FBI is on this. They on these people that has your inheritance.
Aroma 360 now has the
Somebody
wireless
is
portable
of
scent
another
diffuser. I
ethnic.
can take my favorite scent everywhere. Not to mention, it now comes in 4 new colors. It's the
This
secret
person
architect,
is
Damon
of
John.
other
When it
ethnic.
comes to scenting my home and office,
Whoever resonates with this,
my
okay?
family's favorite
Whoever
part is that
resonates.
the fragrances are safe for kids, pets, and comes in luxury hotel-inspired scents. Ready to elevate your scenting game?
This is a new beginning.
Okay.
Where common sense.
You want to give up. You want to say, I'm out.
We're telling your story.
No.
This is the most important.
Don't do that.
And we're not afraid to tell it.
Hold on. Keep praying because you're going to get your inheritance. You're going to get your land.
To come together.
For you.
You just hold on.
For all.
For all America.
For all America. What do you drink when you win 8,500?
Drink the milk.
We drink the milk.
There is life outside of racing. Maybe that helps me get a girlfriend.
100 Days to Indy, streaming now on Fox Nation. Sign up at foxnation.com.
Hello, welcome to a new hour here on Fox Weather. You're watching Weather Command.
Tell me about this. Who did this?
Are you comfortable?
Very comfortable.
It's all about a
Stretchy suit on today, yeah.
Stretchy suit. Good morning. I'm Rosa Torres. It is Thursday, October 16th.
Karmic
We are
couple.
located in Manhattan, in New York, here at Fox Weather, and it's chilly this morning. So
Hired an investigator
Gotta get those slippers on.
to watch you.
our cross
Watch
country
your
tour.
moves.
Let's go ahead and get into that. So,
See where you're going.
It hasn't stopped. And
They want to know everything. They want to know everything that you're doing.
It takes some impactful, noticeable weather with it, and we do have, as a result,
Especially when it comes to this land.
closer into the weekend. But even today, we do have the risk for severe storms.
They're keeping an
moving
eye
from
on
west
you.
to east,
A
across
karmic
and out of the northern
couple.
Rockies and into the Mississippi Valley, into
They-
the Midwest, and eventually into the Northeast. We're going to break it down every step of the way. But let's kick it off with today, what we do have. There is an isolated risk for severe weather. When you look at today, tomorrow, and Saturday, this is probably one of the less impactful
This
days in
person
terms of
might
threat.
walk with a
But
limp.
always want to be careful saying that, because if one of these storms pops where you are and there's a little bit of
This
damage, obviously it's impactful to
person
you. But it is a
may
relatively
be
narrow
in a
area,
beauty
which the Weather
pageant
Center has highlighted with the level 1
locally.
out of 5 threat. Colby, Kansas included in that, right along I-70, up towards McCook, Nebraska, and into North Platte up to I-80. We have for today relatively warm temperatures. The atmosphere not incredibly saturated with moisture, but you have at least some signs that as this front pushes and forges ahead and wedges itself into that a little bit more buoyant atmosphere, we could have some of those storms get a little bit stronger. Otherwise, I'd say just bank on some rain and some rumbles of thunder here and there. Main threat with those, I forgot to mention, would be for wind and hail. We're not
So
looking at a
this
tornado
beauty
threat for today.
pageant person
the
might
storms
be a
themselves,
model.
as you had mentioned, a very
They
small,
did, this
narrow
is what
zone.
they
And
might
it's along
do.
that
They
front.
might
In fact,
model too.
Future Track has been doing a pretty good job highlighting it. And this area you have
Medium
to contend with hail
bounded.
because you are dealing with elevation, and it's a little easier to get these hailers, these storms that produce hail, when you have topography helping you out. And so with the Rockies so close and that cold air that's just a little more shallow, so you can
Okay,
tap
I
into it,
get beauty
with lower
pageant,
cloud tops
model,
more efficiently.
medium
You have Hail
bounded,
Alley, which is exactly where we
someone
are
walking
today.
with a
So
limp.
we'll see. I mean, yeah, dew points are up there, but they're not,
Nothing crazy.
That's what
We
I
showed
get.
earlier
That's
a
what
look
I
at Rocky
get.
Mountain National Park, which is in Colorado, just outside of Denver.
Okay.
We did have some snow on top of the mountains there. Really
They
pretty to look at. Salt
they
Lake
like
City,
celebrating
yesterday was with the heavy rain just to the west of
holidays,
Salt Lake City, Utah, dealing with some of the flooding.
especially
That
Thanksgiving and
one thing we were
Christmas.
watching, it actually did trigger a flash flood warning, at least when we left our show yesterday into the
Halloween.
Otherwise, we're going to watch everything continue to eject out of the Rockies, more of an open system as opposed to that low we've been tracking that looks a lot like a cinnamon roll or a bowling ball.
Yeah,
We'll
they
be paying
think they're
attention
gonna
to
be
the severe weather, but it
celebrating.
wouldn't be till later today. This morning,
Yeah,
snow is falling.
they think they're gonna
Yeah,
be
we got
celebrating.
the winter weather advisories. That's where we could see upwards of a foot of snow.
They
and that's
might
in
have
northwestern
you
Wyoming.
around,
So
and
we
they're
continue
taking
with,
your
that
kindness
front.
for
Colorado, for the most
weakness.
part, is going to be on the drier side, but they're by this afternoon, 11 o'clock central. Yeah, those storms try to form.
Your
You
enemy,
can see how that cold front is
family,
triggering something.
Yeah.
You know,
friends.
and there could be. I mean, when there's a squall line like that, it looks more like a damaging wind event as opposed to a large hail
But
threat.
don't you
hail will
worry
probably be
about
easily attainable, as we
anything
mentioned,
because
later
their
in the
suffering will
And
have
I know
no
Steven's
end.
going to pick it up on Friday and into
They're
the
going to
weekend
get
with the
their
severe weather,
karma.
but you notice just ahead of
Give
this
me a
front,
few more cards
really
and I'm
got
going to
some glare
close it
here.
out.
Sun glare.
Sun glare. Yeah.
Well, I'll be
glare,
damned.
light glare, right? Just look at the winds coming up out of the south. So you have a decent amount of moisture getting pumped up. So Kansas City,
They're in the Colvin group.
up across Oklahoma, it's going to feel.
They're in the Colvin group because they couldn't get the job done
and it's
to
evident
bring
too,
you
these fall fronts are
down.
so great because you
The
can
Colvin
see
group
that
is turning on them.
change in winds. It's very evident.
Yep.
With a southeast
The Colvin
wind
group
out ahead
turning
of the
on
front,
them.
and then look in Rapid City, North Platte. That wind, it moves more so out of the
So-
north. So that's where the clash will exist. But
That
just
meaning
because
right
there's
there
a
was
front
for
moving through
someone
doesn't
that
mean we're
inherited
going to get storms. Take, for example, what
inherited
happened last night in
some
the
land.
Northeast. We had a cold front move through.
Some land.
Nobody would know if you were hoping for some rain.
Okay.
These dry fronts do happen. They're starved of moisture.
Let me see. I gotta see which one.
You just notice it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's all.
see.
That's all. So we'll see. So Friday is when Marissa's in.
I'm gonna leave it right
Let's
there.
talk about Saturday
With
and
several
beyond. It's not over
4
yet.
readings in one,
Saturday's going to be
so
the day that we really have to pay attention. At least
just
to
listen to it.
this,
I'll get back with another reading later.
Remember this?
Bye.
Have you